Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation with the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty, and we're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.25 years, putting in solid foundations so that we can be here for many generations to come, not just a few weeks, months or years like your average business opportunity, for example. We are now in a position where we are expanding our economy to improve the value and liquidity of our currency, and that will benefit all our citizens because all our citizens hold our currency. How do you become a citizen? It's very, very simple. You come along, you register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. It's totally free, and there's no obligation to get involved in anything, although there are lots of opportunities that we have within where you can increase your income today or over a period of time and build wealth for the future and create legacy of wealth for many generations to come. But it's all optional. You don't have to get involved in any of it. You can just come along and enjoy the camaraderie. The fact that we have people from all over the world, from every background and colour, class, creed is important, because we just see them as the same as everybody else, if that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't, we're a non-separatist organisation. We don't separate people and pigeonhole them because they came from that country or this country or speak that language or this language. We just see everybody as a human being. We know that all human beings are unique, have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to our community. And we're all part of that one big family of humanity, all linked together. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that, because sometimes we pick up along life's path prejudices and things that really serve no purpose, and so we have a little affirmation to help us get rid of that and just join in the fun with everybody, the same way that children, they get together and they play regardless of language, background, colour, whatever else. You put them all together and they just play together happily. Okay, before we have that affirmation, we'll have a little prayer to help us find what everybody seeks in life, and that is true happiness. I'm talking about that everlasting joy, bliss, not part, I was going to say part-time, not part-time, not the short-lived pleasure that you get from going on a date, buying a new car, a new home, traveling, vacations, whatever else. We're talking about that lasting feeling within that you have that gives you that satisfaction, that confidence, and something you can't buy. A lot of people that are very wealthy, and yet they're still searching for something. They don't really know what it is, but there's that hole inside. What is it? What do I need to fill it? And it is that bliss, that true happiness that everybody really seeks, and you can only get it through loving service to other people. The great thing about being of loving service to others is it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. So you don't have to stress out chasing after money to buy whatever it is you think you want to make you happy, because you're going to be happy anyway. But the money will come to you for everything that you want and need. And maybe it's moving to that new area, or the car, or the vacations, the travel, time to spend with your children, or with your parents, with your family, all sorts of things, relationships. They'll all happen for you automatically the more you go out of your way to be of loving service to others. And so we have a very, very short prayer that helps us with that. We follow that with the affirmation, then we'll get on with the business in hand. Meanwhile, let's welcome the people that are already here, watching live, and also the people that come along later to watch the replay, because we have an awful lot of people watch the replay. You can imagine with citizens from every geographic location, there is no convenient time for everyone to attend a live presentation. And so we have the recordings, and they go back for 4 years, and they're available on YouTube and Facebook, in our Facebook groups, and you're welcome to go through as many as you want, as often as you want, and see how we progress and how we always are 100% transparent, no matter whether it's something good that's happening, whether it's something bad, whether it's indifferent, whatever it is, you get to know about it, okay? So that's where we are. But let's just see who's in now that have entered in the comments who they are and where they're from. And we've got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Werner from South Africa, Don from British Columbia in Canada, Peter from is your microphone correctly positioned? The microphone is in the same position that it always is, actually, Peter, so I hope that people are hearing this okay. Peter is from Silvers in Portugal. We've got Bozina in from Scotland, Edinburgh in Scotland. Richard from Devon in England. Kingsley from Manchester in England. How is you getting on with your car, Kingsley? You should have it by now. What's going on? We got Toby from Nigeria. Werner says the sound is good. And Kingsley says coming through loud and clear. Thank you, folks. And we got Nankiep in from Nigeria. Okay, let's get started. Let's have that little prayer, a little affirmation, and I'll bring you up to date with what's been happening and what decisions and have been made and various other bits and pieces. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract into their life true happiness and everything else that they want and need. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Kingsley says no news from them yet. I'm still waiting. Don't wait. Get onto them. Pester them. I've told you. There is no reason why you should not have that vehicle in your possession now. So get onto them. Get onto, I forgot what the email is, but it's something to do with the car, Beyond Infinity Car Club email. Get onto them and say, why haven't I got my car? And if you're missing something that you should have done, they'll tell you. And if you're not, then there is no reason why that should not be in your possession now. Okay. We've got Derek in from Wado City in Nigeria. First of all, right, today we were going to run the Matrix at 5 o'clock today. But I made a decision this morning, rightly or wrongly, I believe correctly, not to run it. And the reason is we've got quite a lot of loose ends hanging about, and they're all to do with the subscriptions and how they work and when the renewal comes and all the rest of it. And we are losing people now from the system because they've not renewed. And I want to make sure that they've had every opportunity to make those renewals. And I want to make sure that people don't miss out on a matrix reshuffle, compression, or whatever you want to call it. Because, for example, their subscription ran out at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and we ran the thing at 5 o'clock on Saturday. That's not how it should work. You pay $2.50 per week, and we run the compression every week. So you should be eligible for 4 matrix compressions and additions and everything else. Now, if you don't renew in week 5, then, and you'll have 7 days to do that, then fair enough, you will lose your position. But we need to make sure that you understand what's going on and that you've been notified and you're not just removed without having the opportunity to extend your subscription. Because the positioning that you have now in the matrix is one that you will never recover again. You'll never get that position back again, no matter what. You will never get a position as good as that in the matrix ever again. And similarly, you need to be able to understand that the best time to join as a paid member is today, regardless of what day it is. If you're not already in, the best time to join is today, because that will get you the best position that you can ever have. And then you need to maintain your subscription to keep on to that, hold on to that position. It's not going to happen for you overnight, folks. It's not going to, okay, some people, it might generate enough in week 1 to pay for your subscriptions. But for some people, it might take a couple of months, 3 months, might take 6 months. I don't know. But what I do know is that it's worth hanging in there, because once you have got to that break-even point, it's never going to cost you anything, and you're gradually going to build an income, even totally passively, that will get you to $6,000 plus per 4 weeks. And that's averaging over $1,500 a week paid to you just from the community matrix. And your personal matrix will add to that, and any position, any ranking that you have through the system will also benefit you in automated withdrawals from your ShareHope wallet, where we give you our currency every month, and it goes into your ShareHope wallet, and it will automatically increase the amounts that you have withdrawn from there every month. It's so important that you understand that with our system, it's not about making a lot of money fast, although it's possible. It's about persistence and patience and getting there in the end, regardless of your ability, regardless of your knowledge, regardless of your technical experience, regardless of anything, regardless of your mindset even. As long as your mindset is to stay in the program, you will succeed. And I don't want people losing their position that they've got now because we didn't have everything working correctly. And so that change or those changes are going to be made next week, and we can't make them until the developers are here. So it's going to start Monday, and I think we're going to change the day that we run the matrix to Friday. Why? Because Friday the developers are here working, they can check it runs correctly and make sure everything is right. We run it on a Saturday. They could come in for an hour and check things, but it's not ideal, is it? You know, somebody's got a day off and you say you've got to be in for an hour on your day off. So we're going to move it to Friday, same time, 5 p.m. London time. And we're going to make sure that it operates so that everybody that pays a subscription gets at least 4 matrix upgrades or whatever you call them, changes, additions, restructure for that $10 subscription. And then they have a full week to make sure their subscription is valid before they lose their place. So I couldn't have slept thinking that people were not being treated fairly, and I'm not sure that they would have been. So that is why the matrix did not run today. I got Deviani this morning and I told her we've got to stop it. So she had to stop the cron job. She had to stop. She said, do I stop the other? No, the others should still go. Just the matrix, because I spoke with Rohit yesterday and he said it doesn't matter if they've been lost from the pro membership area. We can get them back until you run the matrix. So I thought, well, we can't run the matrix. We've got to do it, and we've got to make sure that everybody knows and everything is working correctly, and everybody gets at least 4 goes in the matrix, if you like, for their $10, and then they get a full week to renew their subscription. Excuse me a moment. So that is that is what happened today, this morning. And I did send a message out. It's in your internal messenger about that. And those are the reasons, and that's what's happening. Okay. Let's have a quick look here. We've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. Got Andrew in from New Zealand. I don't know whether you support England or New Zealand in the rugby, Andrew, because I know you hail from England, but you've lived in New Zealand a long time. You're probably an All Black supporter. Congratulations. I think England did very well, but I think they just lost composure at the end due to inexperience. But I think the All Blacks were there for the taking in both of those games they played, but they lost the first one by 1 point and the second one by 7 points. But it was a good game. And we got Ramachandra in from Watford in England. So that's where we are with ShareHope. And until we get ShareHope sorted, we can't get onto the 777 plan, but the 777 plan is working. And proof of that is in the numbers. Let me give you some numbers. The ShareHope plan showed a decrease of 4. So this is people that have been taken out of the system for not having renewed their subscription. And that shouldn't happen. They should, if they're in this week, they should be in that matrix get the benefit of any additions and everything else. Okay, so we're showing at the moment 358, but it will go back up once we get sorted out to 372 before we run the matrix, probably next Friday at 5 p.m. In fact, it should go higher probably, because there will be more people coming in, even if it's only an odd one. Okay. But the 777 plan, people are always asking, why isn't it working? Well, it is if you are. If you're doing what you should be doing and helping others and going out there and being of loving service to people, it is working for you. And we had an increase of 49 today into the 777 plan, taking us to 19,128. We had 54 the day before. We had 35 the day before that, 52 the day before that, 58 the day before that. You know, we're averaging something like 50 people a day coming into that program. So I don't want to hear from people saying it's not working. What they should be saying is, I'm not working, not saying that 777 plan isn't working. They should be saying that they're not working, their team isn't working, they're not helping their team, they're not pushing their team, and they're not filling in somebody they know and love into that little box for an assisted entry. Okay, off my soapbox. Just a minute, we've got a couple more people in. So please, after the Facebook Live, check your Telegram direct message. Thanks. The Rose Frame one. Okay. Right, then we've got what, Toby in total, but currently my total power line have been moved from 43,000 to 50. Really? I can't imagine how that can have happened or why. Please put in a support ticket, Toby, about that, because it needs looking into properly. The only way we can really do that is through a support ticket, because until we've got it sorted, it'll be there staring us in the face. But that should not happen. I can't imagine how that's happened. Maybe I've got an idea of what could have happened there, but we'll put it right anyway. Okay. Have I given you all the numbers? I can't remember now. I don't think I have. We have an increase of 45 in our registered members to 45,278. No change in the active members, but that's going to go down to 0 soon. I'll give you a bit more information on that in a moment. The Multiply Weezer site, no change in the membership. We did log in. We did get some revenue share, and the bonus pool has gone up another $1 to $10,464.17. Okay. Yeah, I said I'd give you a bit more information on the active member thing, and that is today we got the account set up, all the back office things that we need to set up and do, and it'll run as a sort of free trial initially for the automated KYC ID verification. So that will also be available on Monday, and we need to get that set up. That we've got 7 days to do that, so we've got until next Saturday, or maybe next Friday. Effectively, it's next Friday anyway, because no developers on Saturday. So that will be another thing that will be set up next week. It shouldn't take more than a few hours. to be set up, maybe not in exactly the way that we want it and where it fits into our systems, but certainly there to be used. Of course, we have to set it up and test it on the development server, and then move that onto the live server. So that will be available next week. When that is available, you will all be inactive. And you will need to do what every active member has to do to be active, and that is to verify your KYC using the new system, because we need to get everybody onto that new system, because it's going to check for duplicate entries and various other things as well. And we can't do that if it's split over different systems. So everybody's got to be on the same system. So you will need to do that. It shouldn't take you more than a couple of minutes. And there is no cost involved for you. You just happily go along and do it. And of course, then you have to be logging in half the available days in the month. And once we get that all sorted out and running and working properly, then there will be something else announced that will benefit all active elite members. What's an elite member? An elite member is somebody that's in all 6 pools of our pool system. And it means that they get more handouts of our currency every month. And the rewards are based on simple tasks like logging in, reading your messages and things like that. So there will be additional benefits for active elite members, which will mean that everybody really needs to become an active elite member. You can't withdraw funds anyway unless you're active, but you don't need to be elite to withdraw your income. You can be a free member in the Sharehook plan, refer others, make money, withdraw it, go and spend it on whatever you want. No problem with that, as long as you are an active member, verified your identity using our new system, and log in at least half the available days. Right, what else? Not a lot, really. I've been doing bits and pieces. I was going to contact everybody that had a failed subscription or that was listed as needing to resubscribe, but I didn't do it because I want to make sure that everything is as I described earlier today and yesterday, that everybody gets 4 weeks in the matrix system before they are potentially removed if they don't maintain their subscription. I know that subscriptions can be a bit of a pain. Sometimes you say, okay, I keep paying this money out, what am I getting back for it? And it may appear that you're not going to get much back for it for a while. It depends on how active you are, and it depends on how active people above you are, and it depends on how active the community as a whole are, because all those things will affect the speed at which you start to see income and the growth of that income, how much income. But don't give up on it, because it will get you there. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And as long as you stick with it, you are going to be happy and contented in the future. And I can't tell you whether that's going to be in months or weeks or years or whatever, but it'll get you there. That's the way it's designed. It's designed to make sure that you will benefit. And as soon as you've got to that break-even point, then you will be benefiting, even if it's only 1 cent a week or something like that. It's a benefit because it's costing you nothing, and that 1 cent is starting to repay whatever you paid previously into the system. And if that 1 cent goes to 2 cents or 10 cents or $1, it just keeps repaying what you put in until you've repaid everything that you've put in, and then it's putting money in your pocket. So it is so important, and I'll be doing something to make that and stress that even more once we have got all our ducks in a row, as the expression goes, and we've got things working as they should be. Okay. Not a lot else. And I can't see any questions. So there's no purpose really in us hanging around any longer. Let's call it a day. Give you a chance to get out there, enjoy your Saturday or your Sunday morning if you're in the Antipodes. Enjoy your life, enjoy the weekend. And everybody you meet is somebody that you can help, be of loving service to. Think about that. Think about how you can help everybody that crosses your path, everybody that you meet, and just do it. You make them happy, and your happiness will grow. And along with your happiness, you'll find that your comfort in life will improve because you'll have everything that you want and need. Okay? So I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X. And of course, tomorrow we'll be drawing the weekly raffle. I don't know how many tickets we've sold, but we will be doing that, and anything else that has cropped up, and answering any questions as usual. So until then, God bless you all, and I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah.